Hey y'all, today I'm in my top garden and I'm going to be planting my sweet pepper plants. So, thought I'd bring you along. Plant them in this space here. So I kind of need to weed a little bit and then get them planted. I have all my sweet peppers in, so let me show you where I planted them. On this end down here, right here, these are all Jimmy Nardello sweet peppers. I had a bunch of these. They're different sizes because they were started at different times. So that's all those. My other ones I have planted down here. And these are a variety. So I have Ageratum. Let's see. Sarga Giant Chocolate. Chocolate Cherry. Doux de Esponge. Doux de Esponge. I will put this one up on the screen. That whole row is that. Then I have albino bull's nose for that one. There's one Jimmy Nardello. It was planted at the same time as all the rest of these, so it was in a 4-pack, so it got planted over here. This is a Lemon Dream, as well as this one. This whole row. This whole row is Lemon Dream, and this whole row is Pippin's Golden Honey. Now back here I put Big Kahuna bush beans, followed by Purple Stardust dry bush beans. Then I planted a few of the Coral Fountain Amaranth there, and then right here, I did some Tanya's pink potted bush bean. I have a couple other things that I'm going to plant. Like I'm going to plant a Kajari melon up here. And then I'm going to plant a bunch of Amaranth and Celosia. I'm going to plant the Amaranth and Celosia in these little beds that we just made. Let me grab my Kajari melon here. Kajari. I just pulled it out of the 4-pack. Okay. I have my celery and stuff ending there, and then I have this big open space before it gets to this ground cherry. Now this ground cherry will grow out this way because it spreads, but I'm going to put this Kajari melon right here. There are 2 Kajari melons in that. I'm going to leave both of them since there's so much space, and I do have another Kajari melon plant that I will be planting in my bottom garden. I guess now I'm going to start on this Amaranth and Celosia. I may not get it all done. Oh, also Gomphrena and Ageratum. I may not get it all done right now, but I'm at least going to get a start. If not, I'll come back this evening. This clematis is blooming. So beautiful. I want to show you all the things I got done up here. I gave you a tour of my peppers already, so now let me show you everything else that I did. This area here I planted Tanya's pink potted pole bean, or pink potted bush bean, and they're not coming up yet. Peppers. Then this is the dwarf tailored bush bean. And I had a little bit of space here and I only had a few of these beans. but it's the Mbombo green bush bean. So that's what I did on this side. Now down here, this is full. You can see my mess I still need to pick up. This is full of celosias. And then down here in the back is some amaranth. And over here is some Ageratum and Gomphrena. And then I just did the same thing to this side. I tried to mirror it. It's not exact, but that's what I did here. And then more peppers. Right here I planted my last cotton plant. I had 3 of them. The other 2 had been planted already. And then here, which this is a pretty healthy space. I've got all the way from there, all the way to where my cotton is. That is a Kajari melon, so it's got room to spread out, and it'll probably spill over into the pathway. That's all I'm doing up here for now. The next thing I will do is go down to the bottom and get my hot peppers planted. So I try to separate my hot peppers from my sweet peppers. I'm down here at my bottom garden now, and I'm going to plant my hot peppers. But before I do, I need to finish weeding this bed. I'm going to turn my camera around and show you. Alright, so this is the bed that I'm going to put them in. My tomato rows are over here. This is the bed my hot peppers are going in, and I still need to weed this in down here. I have my tray of peppers. There's some more in this bucket, and underneath the peppers, they're just sitting on top of a bucket of mulch. I'm going to use to mulch around the plants. I'm going to grab one of these compost buckets just to use to backfill. This bed has had compost on it before. It's starting to become fairly good soil, but every time I plant, I just like to take a scoop of compost and mix it with my native soil right there in the hole. I don't do it in a bucket. I don't take the native soil out and mix it. I just do it right there in the hole, and then I plant it. So I hope to mulch around each plant as I plant them. That doesn't mean this whole bed will end up mulched. At least not right now. Eventually it will be, but I guess let's get started on these weeds. As you can see, all my hot peppers are in, so let's go ahead and do a tour. All of these in this square up to this row here are purple jalapenos. I'm going to walk around to the other side to name the rest. Okay. This row right here is ají pineapple. This one right here is Baquinto, yellow. This one. This one right here is Piquillo de Ladota. Let's see. This one is Santa Fe Grande. And when I can, I try to write the Scoville heat units on it. I like to write the Scoville heat units on it so I can remember how hot it is. Now these first ones up there, I don't have it. You can see the difference. The ones I wrote by hand, They don't have the heat units because I must have been in a hurry. But the ones I printed out, they have the heat units. Okay. This whole row is Santa Fe Grande, as well as these two. These here and these here are ahi mango stumpy pepper. And as you can see, I just put a handful of mulch around these. I'll come back in and fill in the gaps later. I just wanted to make sure that right around the peppers themselves, they had protection from the weeds, because those weeds are going to start coming back in. We're supposed to get more rain. But also, it helps that new pile of compost I just put on there from drying out so quick, because compost is so fluffy, it dries out quick. So, and I did mix it with the native soil, but it's not mixed completely, so that just helps it retain a little moisture. This is a little guy. It's an ahi mango stumpy. Another ahi mango stumpy. Another ahi mango stumpy. This is a Piquillo de Ladota again. Ladota. Now, I will tell you why this one is down here as opposed to up there with the other one. This Piquinto pepper and the Piquillo de Lota. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Anyways, those two peppers, I got the tags mixed. I dropped those two. I was carrying them and I dropped them. And the tags came out. And I can't remember which one's which. So I planted them separate. But whichever one, once they start to set fruit, I'll know which one's which. So I separated them to know that, so I would know that those are the two that had the mixed up tags. Okay. This one here and this one there is the Zalpei or Sharpei pepper. This is the Piquillo Bajijo pepper. Piquillo Bajijo pepper. And that's these three. Those three there. As well as this row here. As well as this tiny little thing here. And then this one right here is the Exotica orange pepper. As you can tell, I still have quite a bit of space. So what I'm going to do is probably put a melon or a squash on here to grow. And then it'll probably, you know, come over this way and maybe even grow out the sides. But that's fine. I just wanted to give it plenty of space between the melon or squash and my peppers. Most of us by now have seen the TikToks about how unrealistic it is to be gardening or farming or homesteading in a nice, beautiful, flowy dress, and that's not real life. I just want to say, for me it is real life. This is so comfortable to me, but I also do want to show you the side effect of that as well. The hems of your dress will constantly be dirty. Even if you wear something a little shorter, because every time you kneel, unless you've got protection on the ground to keep you from touching dirt, you're going to get dirty. So yes, it may be unrealistic to farm and homestead and garden in beautiful linen dresses without getting dirty. But it's not impossible to do it in the dresses, because to me this is a lot less hot than a pair of shorts, a pair of pants, anything else I could wear. So people do actually garden in dresses, but the side effect is you're not going to keep those dresses nice. I'm okay with that. This is one that I just hang out in anyways. So it's for comfort. Okay, y'all, unless there's one that I just didn't see when I was up there, all my peppers are planted. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here, and whenever I go to plant the next round of things, I'll be sure to bring you along. Thanks for hanging out with me. I will see you next time. Bye.